Hello and welcome to the Hackaday podcast. Happy New Year. This is episode 351, Hackaday Goes to Chaos Communication Congress. I don't know if you can hear it, I am sick as a dog, which is what happens when you get 15,000 people in one Congress center. Somebody gives you the flu. I've been running a fever for the past 3 days now. Next year, flu shots before Congress. I'm an unabashed fan of Congress, so file this under editorials because this is not an unbiased reporting. I just have such a great time. I've lived in Germany for 14 years now, and I've been to 12 Congresses, which is every one of them in COVID math. Basically what happened is the Chaos Computer Club, the CCC, decided that they needed an annual meeting so people who don't usually see each other could get together, and hence the Chaos Communication Congress was born, the CCC. Not to be confused, of course, with Chaos Computer Camp, the CCC. So every year, 15,000 hackers get together and trade stories, show off their projects, and basically just communicate. And that means, of course, there are a lot of blinky LEDs and crazy machines and all of that, which I cannot show you in a podcast. What I did instead was record a bunch of audio snippets, and then somewhere on day 4, had the great idea to run around and just ask people what they were doing. So you're going to get kind of a Congress slice of life. We'll see how that works out. But first, let's do a What's That Sound?
This is a journey into sound.
What's that sound?
What's that sound?
Normally on What's That Sound, I have a co-host who has to guess what the sound is along with you, and we get to embarrass somebody. It's fantastic. Because it's a lot harder to guess what the sound is if you don't already know. This week I'm flying solo, so you're just going to have to take a guess at it. Head on over to hackaday.com/podcast. Scroll on down to What's That Sound, write your best guess down with your handle, and next week we will draw among the correct answers for a Hackaday podcast t-shirt. Now this is audio I recorded at Congress. I have 2 more What's That Sounds that were, I thought, too devilish. I'll play those afterwards and maybe even tell you what they are. But without further ado, here is this week's What's That Sound? This one's a little devilish. I think if I'm giving you a hint, it's going to be don't focus on the rhythm, focus on the individual sounds. That's what's going to give you a clue to what this device is. The rhythm's just an artifact. So come with me on a tour of Chaos Communication Congress. Our first stop's going to be Exhain, a hackerspace in Berlin, where Hackaday's super friend Dave Darko runs the show, and 3D case designer extraordinaire Tina Belmont's also there. Really cool place. There are a lot of machines. They have a lot of sewing stuff. They also have a lot of CNC machines of all kinds and some screen printing. And in fact, Dave's t-shirt was made exclusively by him. What you're hearing in the background now is a pen plotter that has a program on it that draws a bullseye and then scans around. When you press the button, it draws an arrow and gives you a score depending on how close you were to the bullseye. It's a hilarious game, and then of course you get the plotted printout of your result. Really good fun. This one was too devilish to do as a What's That Sound, right? Here's another one that I thought would have made a great What's That Sound. I bet you can't guess what it is. Sounds like it's a 1-bit square wavy organ of some kind, singing Tesla coil. But no, it is a bunch of super high-speed solenoids that are playing the sound. It's actually puffing the air out at audio frequency. The guy who built it wrote a MIDI program that takes the notes you play, turns them into commands for this organ. It's got 8 voices. Really awesome. These are the super high-speed kind of puffers that they use in assembly lines to like jet pieces of paper out of the way or rotten fruit or something like that. Well, he got them on eBay, of course, but this is a much better use for them. Funny story, right before I turned the corner into this one, someone had asked me what my favorite project was, and I hate that question. I don't, have a favorite project, and there are too many cool things to pick favorites there. So I was busy hemming and hawing about how I couldn't pick a favorite project, and then I turned the corner into this thing, which, I've never seen one of these before. Is it my favorite? I don't know. Is it the coolest thing I saw in that 10-minute span? Absolutely. This project was really cool. They had a little solenoid hitter that was hitting a rubber band, and that was mic'd up. That noise you hear is the rubber band. And then they were feeding that audio into a speaker that had a pan of water on it and a camera pointed down on top of that. So it was filming the vibrations of the water that were made by the rubber band that was being hit by the little solenoid. It was surprisingly cool, given how simple a setup it was.
So it's nighttime. You walk in, everything is dark. There are fantastic light installations shining up at this thing that's like 3 interlocked rings / disco ball at the same time, casting crazy lights all over the place. There's, of course, the fairy dust giant rocket. This year, it looks like they've got a laser projection around the outside of it, which in the fog makes that kind of liquid sky effect. It's actually looks really cool. I'll try to get a picture of that. Over here is a bunch of people giving poi demonstrations, showing people how to do poi juggling. You walk a little bit further on, there's a woman doing cool art on the wall made up of overhead projectors. She's got some glittery stuff on it and a bunch of gels. She's got a magnifying glass she's playing with. It makes this kind of crazy, ever-changing patterns. There's a chill-out tent that has some kind of silvery, stretchy, organic beanbag-like stuff draped over it. It looks like alien slime or something. Behind that, of course, is the physics confessional, where you can talk to an actual quantum physicist without having to show your face and ask them questions about quantum physics that you've always wanted to have answered. All of this is done by conference attendees, just people out having fun. Walk in, get my armband checked, and there is the algorithmic pen plotter workshop going on still. Been a bunch of people here making awesome plotter art for I don't even know how long now. Coming into one of the small assembly halls, this is where all the different little clubs have their tables. There is everything going on here. Laptops everywhere, people programming. One of the popular drinks here is chunk, which is a mix of a soda, mate, and rum and sugar. It's basically just like a mate daiquiri or something. It's absolutely delicious. It is both caffeinated and alcoholic, which explains how this keeps going until about 4 in the morning. But it's not just for grown-ups. There are actually a ton of kids. I just got passed by a family of 5 with 3 kind of 8-10-year-old girls. It's family friendly in a hacker sort of family way. If you have a freaky family, it'll fit in just right. I think that's actually really one of the cooler things about CCC is that people are... This is a baby just crying. The club's been around 40 years now, and a lot of the people in the club are old enough to have kids. Some of them are old enough to be grandparents. It's become family friendly as the people in it got old enough to start having their own families. So it's like hacker life. It's like hacker family plus everything else that goes with it. Very interesting mix of all ages. As it gets later at night, of course, the kids go to bed and it gets a little bit more adult. Walking through the arcade right now, we've got a bunch of kids who are putting together, here it looks like actually all Kerbal Space Program. Kid in front of me who's probably about 11, just doing the world's worst loop and almost crashing his rocket. Kerbal Space Program. There's a classic arcade. See, it looks like there's Aladdin. Is that Zooey Kablooey or something? What is that old PlayStation emulator? Ooh, sweet. Street Fighter 2. Aladdin seems to be the big hit with under 13 set. Of course, Mario Kart 4-way. And then there's tons of games for grown-ups too. There are basically all of it built by people in the community. One that I've seen 1 million people playing now is a RFID NFC tag Pokemon collection game run by the Mystery Hack crew. I'll throw links for that one in for you. I've been scanning creatures and collecting them in my mystery journal. There's another game where you register your RFID tag. You choose a team randomly, 4 different colors. Every time you run around and put your NFC tag on the device, it gives your team's color a power-up.
Bringing generator control systems online. Redirecting power to malevolent enterprises.
Here's some people playing one-dimensional Pong.
So, ja, es macht
Wir spielen A.
es macht halt nur das, was du drauf drückst.
Aber nichts.
Du samples.
Yeah. I just stopped and got stuck playing 1D Pong for a few minutes there. That was really super fun.
What have I seen? I saw a really good talk today. Somebody did a,
Just got drawn into a woman who had, I don't know how to describe it. She's doing art on the edge of a book by cutting the pages, each page, and folding it over. So it's like 3D on the side of the book when you fold all the pages together. There's apparently an internet website, Orimoto, where you upload an image and it will give you the pattern for every page you have to cut and fold. She must have done like 300 pages, but the result is superb looking. Oh, here's the ATM of love and wisdom. I was talking to the guy who did this. It's got a bunch of cryptic symbols on it. It's got a maze. You have to press the cryptic symbols in the order that solves the maze, and it gives you a card saying something nice. Mine says, "You have nice hands." Some of the other ones I see around here are, "If weddings had MVPs, your name would be engraved. You are a true friend," etc., etc. I was talking to the guy who made it, and he said that he had seen one that gave you like random insults. You would press it, and it would be like a random insult generator. And he was like, "That's just too negative. I'm going to make something that's the opposite of that." So he took an old ATM, converted it into this cosmic love generator. Yeah.
Pink, Black Spire Consortium.
Kannst du uns, warte mal, Turnschuh-Mensch. Kannst du mal sagen, ob du ein Geräusch hörst, wenn ich jetzt drücke? Warte mal. Hörst du was? Hast du was gehört? Ein Miauen? Okay, danke.
This was some folks from Exheim driving a remote robot around a couple floors up in the building, trying to debug why it isn't beeping and basically harassing everybody. The camera can, of course, only see people's feet. You know, they didn't want to upskirt anybody, so the view is way low and the thing's about 6 inches off the ground. So it's absolutely hilarious to drive around in a packed bar 3 floors away with only a view of everybody's feet. What are these people clapping for? They're clapping for the angels. And these angel clappings break out all over the place, all the time. The angels are people who volunteer to make things work here. You can put in a few hours of shift. You can put in 15 hours of shifts. You can do as much or as little as you want. If you do enough, you get shirts or a voucher for next year's ticket, which are hotly contested. And you get food in heaven, which there's food in heaven. And the food is reportedly pretty good. Angel shifts include things like watching the doors, checking the arms, but also things like medical service, you know, running the emergency response team. Manning the bar is an angel shift. Everything that needs doing has a volunteer doing it. The angels are the people on whose backs the entire CCC organization runs. This is one of those things that could only have evolved over a long period of time. Like if you wanted to set up a 15,000 person conference with 4 live streams and high bitrate video processed on the fly, translated into multiple languages with its own medical team and everything else that they've got running, you could not do it. But what the angel system does is it rewards people for sticking around and for helping train other people the next year and basically keep this expertise of how to run such a giant show like this inside the CCC organization. And we'll talk to some more angels in a little bit, because now we are on to the rapid fire last day, day 4. Hey, what are you doing section?
Just tell me really quickly what it is you're doing right now.
I'm doing fox hunt, but a lot more entry-level friendly for kids and on the ISM band, so you can operate it without a ham radio license.
Okay, cool. And right now you're about to?
Right now I'm about to give some support to 3 kids that are searching for the last fox that is hidden in the CCC event here.
Cool. Good luck. Hope they find it. Hey, super quick question in English?
Yes.
I'm making a podcast. What is it you're doing right now?
I'm selling beer at the Späti.
Yeah, super. Thank you. What are you doing right now?
I'm doing access control. Means I check everybody for the wristband, so nobody gets here in here without a ticket.
Is it a volunteer service?
It is a volunteer service, but if you do enough shifts, you get a voucher for the next year and a T-shirt.
Super. Thanks very much.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm flying my little FPV drone. Hobby intended for like acrobatic flying, so like not for camera recordings, but just for like real-time flying, racing, acrobatic kind of stuff.
Hey, what are you doing?
Collecting stickers and making some pictures of Congress.
Yeah, collecting stickers and packing my stuff.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Can I ask you what you're doing right now?
I'm waiting in line for our next talk.
What are you doing right now?
I am doing a speed run from the top floor to the bottom floor, trying to make sure I didn't miss anything and grab all the stickers I can of interest.
What are you doing right now?
Waiting for people wanting to know more about the project. No, but it's really interesting that if I'm here, I'm getting so much contact to new people. Yeah, walking around is nice, but getting the contact, talking about the project and getting new ideas is as good, I would say.
Tell me what you're doing right now.
Oh, interesting. I'm looking at some very interesting stickers here and, well, yeah, that's about it. And, sorry.
No, not sorry. Perfect. Excuse me. I'm recording a podcast. Can you tell me briefly what you're doing right now?
Those are two synthesizers called pocket operators, and we're syncing them. Mai is doing the drum, and he is doing the arcade stuff. So both of them can be synced, and we can make music together. So if you know how to use them, I don't really know. I'm just doing something and trying to make it sound good.
What are you doing right now?
I have built a cloud chamber, and you can detect radiation, alpha and muon. You can show traces of them when they fly through supersaturated alcohol. You need very cold temperature for it and a bit of alcohol, and then the magic happens.
Perfect, thank you.
I have to mention, while I was looking more at this really sweet cloud chamber, another dude comes up and he's like, hey, do you mind if I put my americium sample in there? And he's like, sure, go ahead. And so he pops the bell jar off, throws the americium in, and does it. They didn't know each other. This guy just had some americium with him, and the other guy had a cloud chamber. That says something about the kind of crowd at Congress.
Well, at the moment we're cleaning down everything, so it's day 4 and we need to get home, I'm not sure, by tonight sometime. And so at the moment everything is tear down. Everything we brought here we have to pack up again and get the things from up. Something hanging down there. It's already down, yeah, but basically.
Recording a podcast?
Yeah.
Can you just tell me what it is you're doing right now?
Yeah.
I'm collecting stories about what everybody's doing.
Oh, thank you, but was heißt das löten auf Englisch?
Soldering.
Yes, I'm doing soldering with the cat, but it's very difficult.
First time?
First time, yes.
Awesome. It looks like it's going.
Yeah, okay.
You'll get it.
I think I'm very bad at it.
You'll get it, you'll get it.
We tried to fix the control panel and add a new button we currently soldered in, and let's see if this works. Like, there are 8, 9, 10 people working on it, and we are one of them, so yeah.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah. Can you tell me what you're doing right now?
Puzzle Operations Center. We're puzzling.
It's a...
What kind of puzzle is this?
Jigsaw puzzle.
Jigsaw puzzle, yes.
It's a jigsaw puzzle. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I ask you what you're doing right now?
I am helping the audio angel here with the mics and setup.
I was playing Tetris on Klopfer Light.
What's a Klopfer Light?
This is Klopfer Light. It's like small alcohol bottles, and they are lighted up from the back with RGB LEDs, and really fun.
Thank you. Yeah, so what are you doing right now?
So I'm tearing down a LED cube. We have 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter of these carbon fiber frames, and we originally had 1,200 LEDs in it, and now we gotta remove it all so it packs up rather nicely and we can take it all home. And we just realized that it kind of turned into, from a static installation, us now pulling the partially illuminated strings through it kind of turned into performance art almost.
That wraps it up for this week's podcast. I hope you had as much fun at Chaos Communication Congress as we did, and you don't get the flu from it. We'll be back to our normal programming next week. If you see anything cool or do anything cool, send us a line, tips@hackaday.com. You'll find the links over at hackaday.com/podcast. Keep on hacking. I'm going to bed.